Hey guys, Evan Carden here with yet another informative video. Before we get started, I just want to say this is for educational and informative purposes only. And with regard to this style of video, this is just my expert opinion on whether this person is natty or not. And, make of that what you will, guys. I have no proof of anything. So today we will be talking about world record holding powerlifting champion, Stefi Cohen. So I feel like a lot of people want me to make this video, and I thought it'd be interesting because, she is a female, obviously, and still has a, relatively feminine appearance. So I thought I'd get into that. So I got some of this background information from the Greg Doucette video that he did on her. So I just wanted to go over some of that real quick and give my own thoughts on it. So apparently she was on the Venezuelan national team for soccer when she was growing up. She had also done triathlons and then got into Olympic weightlifting. So obviously, very athletic, good genetics, all that stuff. Guys, it's a given that any world record holder is going to have, great genetics, guys. That's what we're talking about here. I mean, you're talking about the best of the best. So having good genetics is just a given. But, So apparently she actually got into powerlifting from Olympic weightlifting because she needed more time to study for her. She got a PhD in physiotherapy. And, honestly, that's one of the things I don't like powerlifting. You really don't have to train that much. 2 hours every other day. You probably do have to train a lot more in Olympic weightlifting. So that makes sense. And, that's around 23 is when she did her first powerlifting meet. And that's honestly when you started to see some of the physical changes in her body. Definitely nothing that stood out about her up until that point when she was, playing soccer or running or even Olympic weightlifting. It was definitely around that point where she started to put on more mass. So again, just going over her physical appearance, how she looks now, how she, as she's been a powerlifter, deep six pack, but not only that, she has, delts, traps, forearm veins. And again, guys, if a female is able to get a deep six pack, she's going to be so depleted in, the upper body, where all the androgen receptors are. She's not going to have delts, traps, all that stuff. Now, while her voice isn't that deep, that is going to vary. I don't know what it sounded like a long time ago. Maybe it's deeper now than it is then. Now, I do notice she wears a lot of makeup, uses a lot of filters on Instagram. Is that to cover up potential acne or hair growth from the potential PED use? I don't know. Obviously, a lot of women use filters and wear a lot of makeup for aesthetic reasons regardless of that. So, tough to say off of that. Again, she is... If you thought she was attractive, I would not disagree with you. Not like a supermodel or anything, but definitely looks like a woman. So let's get into her lifts. Her best lifts. Now, her best meet ever was actually not this past year. It was about a year and a half ago in the 123-pound weight class. 507 squat, 242 bench, and I think 529 deadlift. Total around 1278. And I think that those are world records other than the bench press probably, but probably has long arms like me, honestly. Bench press can vary based on how you're built. And another thing, her Wilks is around 700. So again, guys, when Wilks was created, it is different for male and female. It's essentially basing a natty female against guys on steroids, because guys were taking steroids back then when they created Wilks, and females really weren't as much, at least, not serious into powerlifting at least. So the fact that she has a 700 Wilks is sort of screwed up. Hopefully it goes without saying she's not actually a better powerlifter than Yuri Belkin, whose best Wilks is 650, or John Hack, who competes in sleeves obviously, so his would be lower. This is that was 507 in knee wraps. But I'm not really going to go off on that separate tangent about male versus female, but hopefully that's a given. Also, apparently she has done pretty big weight cuts to get down to where she is in competition. Again, that is going to be a sign of using drugs, guys. A natural female is going to be very sensitive to losing body weight. If you followed Amanda Lawrence, you know, on Instagram or whatever, her squats in the gym are almost always better than what they are in meets. Again, I think she trains over her body weight. You lose a little bit of that, that's really going to affect a natural female. I have cut down, like, I think 17 pounds, and I was pretty much unaffected. But again, guys, I'm on drugs, so that's going to help a lot. And I think a male is going to be less sensitive in general than a female to losing body weight. Again, they're going to have more water, more body fat. So that's very tough for a female. So again, obviously her lifts are very good. That's a given. But they are a little bit lower than Mariana Gasparian, who I think beat her in the last meet, and her Wilks is over 730. But we're not doing a video on her because Stefi, you know, is more attractive, has a lot more followers, so that's why we're doing a video on Stefi instead. And she, yeah, looks a lot more feminine than Mariana. So another thing, apparently she has blocked people on social media for saying anything about steroids on her like page or whatever. And I sort of like don't have a problem with that, honestly. I mean, look, you don't have to respond to it. And I've blocked a lot of people, but it's generally for like harassing me. I mean, I've never blocked someone for saying anything about steroids or whatever, because I mean, that's just the reality, guys. I'm not going to let like it, honestly, it's just disingenuous to, you know, not understand the role that they've played. And it makes it seem like it's all about your hard work, when in fact they've played a huge role. As hard as you can work as hard as you want, guys, you're just not going to get it as a natural. But and again, also, I don't think she actually does claim natural, so that would be worse. But still, blocking people for saying steroids thing is something, I don't know, I don't feel like that's fair. And again, doesn't compete drug tested, so hasn't failed any drug tests, not trying to pass drug tests like the other two lifters that I did videos on, where that is a factor at least. Again, I thought one was natty, one was not, where drug tests were a factor. So she's not trying to pass any drug tests, not claiming natural. So you sort of know where I'm going with this. But so yeah, I definitely think she started taking stuff when she got into powerlifting in her early 20s. Nothing before that. Again, so the next question would be, if she's not natural, what is she on? Does that mean she's taking as much as a man? Is she just on 10 milligrams of Anavar, which is something that females would take? 5 to 10 milligrams a day is what a female might take of Anavar if they were just getting into this. And I would have to guess, again, I have no proof of this, I would have to guess it is closer to what I would take. Again, let's just say 8 weeks out from a meet, I would have to guess that she is going to be on injectable testosterone, Deca, Tren, you know, D-ball, whatever. Again, no proof. Just my opinion on the matter. I would say it's 100% not just Anavar. Yeah, you're just not going to look like she. Again, it is more honestly to me about her physical appearance, just the muscle mass she has, just how lean she is, and how strong she is while looking lean, more so than just the lifts themselves. Obviously, the lifts themselves are phenomenal, but again, it's just, I wouldn't be able to just looking at those lifts, I wouldn't be able to say, again, you know, a sumo deadlift, like I think Heather Connor does like 400 something as a natural, like weighing 100 pounds. So I can't say that her sumo deadlift more than that at a higher body weight on a deadlift bar. I can't say like just by that, like she's not natural. But again, it is more about her physical appearance for me. So yeah, guys, again, pretty much no chance in hell that she would be natural here. Probably on a lot of stuff worth pointing out, females do not have to do a PCT. So again, may not be on it year round. Again, I believe she took some time off from training in the past year compared to usual, not as many meets. I don't think she did a meet after the hybrid last winter. So, you know, maybe she's on less than, you know, she obviously cares a lot about, you know, clout, and I can just tell, like, she follows a lot of celebrities and stuff, so she's sort of into that. You know, not saying that's wrong, but she definitely has other interests, like I said, doctor in physiotherapy. So I can't say that she's on steroids round the clock. You know, she might not be on testosterone year round, but is she a natural? Obviously not. So let me know what you guys think and who you want me to do a video on next.